Hi guys, welcome once again to this episode of The Business Plus. My name is Rachel Kahugu. Today's episode, it's very interesting. I'm at the heart of Kericho in a hotel named Sunshine Hotel. Now this hotel is very interesting. Imagine it started more than 30 years ago and it started as a kibanda. Nyinyi watu wa biashara, imagine anything you do can grow to something. It's a big hotel, it's a beautiful hotel, and we'll be talking to Kuria. He'll be telling us more about the hotel industry because business is more than meets the eye. Today's episode, you don't want to miss it. So guys, I'm here with Kuria, the director of Sunshine Hotel, and today we're just about to get the whole story. I've got a glimpse of it, and it's something that you'd want to hear more and more of it. Yani, today, you don't want to miss this. And also, we are live on MBCI TV Facebook page. So if you want to comment, if you want to let us know anything, that is the platform, and we will be getting your messages clear, yes, loud and clear. Kuria, hi.
Hi.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
We've been here from morning and it's a beautiful, beautiful place. Yani hata ukitukubalia tutaka tu tukainge tu hapa tukange tukifanya kazi tukiwa around. Yeah, so thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Say hi to our viewers.
Hi viewers. Welcome to Sunshine Hotel in Kericho. Na feel at home. We say here your homely comfort.
Yeah, and it is. It is home. Yeah, so tell me about Sunshine. Ilianzaje?
Sunshine is almost 30 years old.
30 years old.
Yeah, so, wow. But of course, tumejulikana the last few, maybe 10, 15 years. It started from sole proprietorship, let me call it like that, because and to say the least, I am among the very many directors. But it's a family business, so it was started with my father, and he started it as a sole proprietorship, something to try, hustle pole pole, and then you know, one thing led to the other. He was able to get a few customers, expanded the same place he was, until you know, he was able to get another place. Yeah, and here we are.
Wow, so it's been a whole journey.
It's been a whole journey.
And you need to put a lot of effort in it.
Yeah.
You've mentioned that mlijulikana some few years ago, and many people in business wanatakanga kufika hapo sasa mahali mnajulikana, and now you can make something out of it because the whole point of a business is making money.
Yes.
So how do you get to that place? In sasa your hotel, your business inajulikana?
From our own context, I know there are many ways to get there.
Yeah.
But if I was to give our own experience, is working on making sure that people understand what you're offering. You know, in a hotel business, it's very different. I don't know if you've ever noticed that nobody walks into a hotel knowing what they're going to eat. True. But mentally they think they know, but actually they don't. Because if you are to walk into some of, you know, some of these big establishments, you have an idea of maybe what you think you're going to find. But mostly you will walk in, ask for the menu, look at what you can have from that menu, because you don't come with your own ingredients so that they can cook for you. So what I can say in hotel business is selling what you really want people to enjoy from your joint. And that now is what sells. Okay. So for us as Sunshine, we of course sell very many things, but also there are things that we have taken, you know, a keen look at how we do them. And our clients have learned that this, when you want this, you can get it here. That's how they're able to actually come every now and often.
Hey, I can tell about the tea here, guys. Kama unataka chai, this is the place to be. Yani ulizeni tu Devi. Devi amekuja chai kapa sijui mara ngapi since he came here, so that tells you that this is the place to be. Thank you. Now, for such a company, any hotel industry actually, you need to maintain what you're so good at. Like tea or whatever you make at your hotel. How do you do that for you? Because every now and then you'll have to change the chefs, your employees, they'll have to interchange. How do you maintain the consistency?
For us, I know it's shocking to many people, but for us it's a tradition. We make the tea the way Mzee started making it 30 years ago.
Really?
So that's what has never changed. So he's actually our biggest chef. He's the one who showed the first people, and often when he comes and finds that tumepotea njia, he will come and remind you that here, the recipe, we do it, blah, blah, blah. So that's actually what, you know, we continue to do, because like I said before, I mean, what people want is consistency. Kama leo umekunywa chai tamu, next time you're coming with the same expectation that the tea is going to be the same.
True.
Again, I would say it is tradition, but of course that, you know, from an elite point of view, that is why hospitality, we work with recipes. So for us, that's what we do. So we are always constantly trying to make sure that we are at it. We are doing what we are supposed to do the way we have done it. And that is not to say that technology-wise we have not adopted. You know, you go to our kitchens, we have adopted so many of the new technologies that are coming up. The only thing is just to try and find how you can improve it and not spoil the taste.
Back in the original
taste has to still remain.
Wow. And for our hotel industry, you have the cash flowing consistently. Some going out, money coming in, and everything that's happening. How do you make sure that hakuna leakages?
That's a tricky one. Because okay, wacha niseme, if there's one place actually that has very many leakages, is the hotel business. Because you and I, you can imagine tunapika sausage, alafu maybe ni buffet, alafu majama wa kule, they bakisha 3 sausages. So what do you think is going to come into your head?
We eat, I mean.
So you see now, that's now the tricky bit of hotel business. And it does not, the temptation is not with, you know, just the juniors, it's with everyone, because it's good food. You're cooking nicely and then you want to. So what I can say, we say in hospitality, we say we minimize to the level we can, but we cannot eradicate all of it. But then that is to mean that you are able to actually inculcate the culture in your staff, so that they actually understand. Like here, we normally, all of us, we know we are working so that we can pay ourselves. Na hakuna mtu ametokea pesa huko kando ati atakuja kutupatia tu from nowhere. So when people, it's what you do, it's what you do, and you show them that, you know what, if we make this business well, raises are going to come to you people. We can't get anything good, even a good uniform, is because there is business. If there is no business, you know, and they also understand that when we do business, we also have to look at how we can be able to keep ourselves consistently in the business, because there's competition and all these things.
Yeah, true. Also, apart from making your employees understand that, I'd want us to touch a little bit on records, because they also understand that's a very important part in the hotel industry. Do you keep records?
Yes, we do.
How important is that?
Now, in hotel business, then again, other than the good food, it's actually the records that will make you go home. Because literally from the security, you have to keep track of what is happening. Most hotels will have, we have 2 gates. We have the gate where staff use. That's where all the stocks go through. But then you see, our stocks are very different. Mboga is fresh. Nyanya has to come every day. Hatuna siku moja where you actually say Friday is the only day where you need to keep all CCTVs looking on this gate, and then after that so you have to keep records every now and then. You have to keep records of even clients. as much as even remembering that a client came here, one of the things that we've adopted now in the new era, people don't want to keep checking in and checking in and checking in because they expect you to know them by their names.
True.
So you have
especially from if I come every now and then, I expect by now mmenijua.
Yes. Na mpaka it goes to a point where we actually have taught our staff to actually even know what you like. So kuna mtu anaweza ingia hapa, we don't ask you for your order. Tunakuuliza tu, hi, how are you doing? Umekuja lunch? Sawa. Kawaida, then someone just gives you what you want. So it gives you the rest, even in your mind, because you, of course, we will win you because you'll never go to another hotel. But for us, yes. And actually, they will even tell the others, and we keep even a record. So there is this client, unamjua, there is this guy Esau, and you know him maybe from this company. Huyo anapenda chakula yake. Even chefs, they don't just do everything the normal way. Kuna mtu utasikia ameingia amesema maybe nipatie kuku ya rechi. So they understand kuku ya rechi inatoka gaji.
Haina spicy, kama iko na spicy more. Alright, so the last question before we get into the business tip, because we really need that for you guys who want to start this business, the hotel industry. How often do you keep the records? Is it every time that maybe you bring in an order ama anytime yenye? Because of course watu wakilipa na time na buy vitu kama every morning. I understand that you have to bring in vitu kama nyanya, vitunguu, hizo ni vitu lazima tulete every day. So is it an everyday thing ama is it records mneka weekly?
It has to be daily.
Daily.
Yeah, but of course now we have things like us, we have a system. So everyone is inputting data at different points. Then you're able to actually get reports. But now it's even easier. Before Kitambo, a few years ago, before people started going the system way, actually hotel business had a problem because we were not able to actually get suitable systems which could actually integrate. You know, every hotel is different. It's not like a factory where it's the machine and then end product. So everyone has their own different way of how they do things. So we got, like us, we got a system. They actually took almost 4 months. Just coming here, we are telling them, this one is not working for us. You come change. We work like this. When we sell food, it has to, you know, those kind of things, store, and that has to happen. So that now that system is, but before that, you remember wakati ya Captain Orders. You know, there are those books called Captain Orders. Then we would do a lot of manual work, and we had a lot of staff who were just following up. As small as sausage moja imepotea, ilienda wapi chef? Nani aliuza? Bili yawe haikulipwa. So you have to keep following. So there are people who are constantly just doing the record keeping. And like I've told you, and I will say that again and again, because I know that is the backbone of the hotel. If you are not able to keep your costs at a manageable level, you will close without knowing you've closed. Because for the hotel, perishable goods is maybe 90%. So tukipoteza leo nyanya kilo mbili, because maybe either supplier or mishandling or even portions, you will never find them in the dustbin and see at least 2 kg got. So if you don't know how that flow of records is, you may never get to understand why you lose money.
Wow. All right, we'll be coming back to talk about the perishable goods, because I'd also want to know for a hotel, what do you do? Because the food you cook, lazima ikuliwe hiyo siku. If not, how do you go about it? Especially for the fast foods. Oh my goodness. So we'll be talking about that, but let's get into the business tip kwanza. We talk to our people, then we'll be right back.
Good evening, viewers. So a few business tips to always keep in mind for those who are interested in hotel business. One, I would say put God first. Prayer is important. For us, every morning we must pray and dedicate ourselves to God and dedicate the day and even the people our customers. Second thing, it's always good to know your location. Choose the right location for the concept that you want to do. And that is going to actually be a plus in your success. The third thing, it's very good to understand that in hospitality business or hotel business, your staff, you have a big number of staff who are going to handle your customers. So you need to inculcate, your values and what you want, your customers to be able to see through them. So it is very good to have a good relationship, to treat them nicely, to make sure that you actually create a family from the staff and the staff community. Another thing I could say is it is very important to be able to keep your bookkeeping records. Keep your records well. Get to learn how it's done. There are very many ways, even from books and all those kind of things. Don't just think that it's all about food and you don't have the good records to be able to see where you're headed. And lastly, I would say that above everything else, what people are going to come and enjoy is what you have put your energy into. So hard work. Hard work is how you keep your facility clean, how you want to serve them, the details in what you're doing. That is what is going to bring or to attract people closer to that business or to actually enjoy your services. My name is Joseph Kuria Mwangi. I am the head of operations here at Sunshine Hotel Kericho, and you're watching Business Plus.
Alright guys, we are back. I'm just here enjoying my lemon tea. I'm telling you guys, this is the best place to be, but I hope that you've learned something, especially kama unataka kuingia in this business, the hotel industry. It's a good place to be. It makes money because you say business is more than meets the eye. So I hope that you have really learned something. So Kuria, thank you so much for the business tip.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So about the perishable goods. Tutafanya nini watu wa hoteli? Because if we cook, then people don't come and eat. Tutahave kutupa hizo food and it will definitely be a loss. How do you go about it? Ama what would you tell people when you're in this industry?
I don't know how to put it because Sunshine may be established, but let me speak from a professional point of view.
Yeah.
What is most important in hospitality or hotel business is making sure that small quantities, keeping them fresh, but maintaining your customer.
Yeah.
I'll give you a small example. If you are to take maybe books like from from chefs they call it culinary. The culinary way of doing things, maybe in Europe or somewhere else, for them, because of the nature of their continents, they may be using processed meats. Here, people know the taste of fresh meat.
True.
So if you are to take maybe 80 kilos and you're using 30, what are the odds? The odds are it's cheaper because maybe someone who sold you the 80 maybe is a whole cow or half of it. But what is the ripple effect to your clients? And you see, hotel business is very, very different.
Yeah.
People, when you go to eat in any hotel, and I can bet, you are always going to try and go to a hotel where they can give you good food. Nobody complains about cost. So you would find someone eating in a hotel which fries, normal waru, is being sold at 400. And yet there is a place somewhere just close by that are just selling at 100. But we don't get warus from America. It's just here, But then it's the handling. So if you're doing business in the hotel industry, you need to know that people are coming to you because you're selling good food. So the good food is what should make you understand that we don't entirely look at cost.
Yeah.
I will give you an example. Like for us, a few years back, not now, maybe a few years back, I remember there was a time we would take all the food. We were very good with street children because they used to know at around 9:30, 10, tukifunga, kama kuna chakula tamu ya Sunshine, hiyo tunapeaga.
Exactly.
You see, so, and of course it's not that it is profitable, but it's because you want to maintain. You see, like a small profit you're making, you need to make sure that also tomorrow you're making it. You'd rather small every day than big and then loss. So perishable is, I would say, the best way. You find your suppliers, find people who are close to you, find people who have good quality things, then just try and order kidogo kidogo.
So it's better kidogo kidogo every day for fresh food.
Imagine even this kind of an institution, and you will never find us taking stocks at tumeweka because someone came. Yeah, no. We still buy in the local market. We will buy from the butchery close to us. Mwenye anajua quality yetu, and you will even tell us this one is a bit not the quality you like. So that's how you maintain it. So
better kidogo kidogo, but it's of high quality. Also, you mentioned something about the customer service, how you're supposed to take care of your customers so that you make sure wanakuja each and every day. And I've also seen that in Sunshine we have quite many employees. How do you go about it to make sure that every employee anajua how to treat a customer? Do you train them, ama it's just something in every waiter or waitress anatakana kukua nayo in their mind automatically?
For us, it's more of a tradition. It's even how we relate. For us, we don't. You'll find me and the junior staff. We will talk respectably. I am not a boss. Here, kazi kiwa mingi, naingiaga naosha vyombo, or I get, because we have shown everyone and we want everyone to understand it's a customer who is. So ukikosea customer, you know, one, someone else can do it, or you know that what you're doing is not right because you've never seen anyone else doing it that way. So that's how we're able to grow this culture. Because if you remember, I've told you, the person who shows us how to make good tea is the boss himself. So if he's making tea, the simplest of maybe products you go to eat in a hotel, then he tells you, you know, let me call it the humility runs. So the clients have to get that. Mpaka ifike mahali penye, they are able to see there is no difference. I can be served by a supervisor, a manager, or a waiter, and all of them, the PR is the same. And of course, to finish, you also need to do a lot of training. Not that that is not important. Training and talking to them. We have, you know, taken pride in, like for us, we pray every morning.
Wow.
And while we have fellowship in the morning, to pray every day, regardless of the day, then we have a few minutes to talk to the staff. So a manager will stand and tell them, you know, it is good to do this to the customer, it is good to always remember this. So we keep reminding ourselves all through.
Wow. And it makes you guys even be more of a family. You know what to do at what time. And you build the tradition. So it's very important for every industry like this, a hotel industry, make that a custom. It's not supposed to be something very hard. Just make that a custom. Now, as we finish, I know time is not with us, but during 2020, COVID hit, and it really hit the hotel industry hard, and it was so bad. I know kidogo things were not good, but after some times, you guys picked up very well, and we thank God for that. What would you say, what would you tell the people who are running hotel industries to waike as a precaution, just in case something happens like that again? Not COVID, just anything else that happens in a knock off the hotel industry. wakwe tu wako in place so that it won't be as bad as it was the other time?
Wacha niseme God's grace kwanza. It's important that you anchor your plans in God. The reason why nimesema hivyo ni kwa sababu COVID was not in anyone's plan. So it's not like the way I've explained to you about perishable goods. That one was just something. But then always it's good to be in touch with your business. And let me explain this. Being in touch with your business is understanding there's a skeleton of the business where you're able to know I can be able to remain with maybe 10 things. Like us, that's what we did. We didn't use the whole menu. That's not the time you do all this, everything. Flambe and people like those kind of things. No, that's the time where you're able to go back to your skeleton and see, I can be able to give maybe few products, be profitable, try and survive. But also from the management point of view, it's also good to be able to understand what are the drastic changes and what are the some of the changes that you can be able to do over time. And of course within things like insurance, things like it's also good not to be so in debt. So those kind of things. Good rapport with your suppliers. I can tell you, thank you to our suppliers. There are suppliers, I can tell you, there are suppliers who give us things for even 4 months.
Wow.
Without, you just pay them kidogo, they're telling you, we understand time, so that's what I'm saying, it's a lot that goes into the plate. But of importance is to say that after all is said and done, it is good to know your skeleton. Because you have electricity, you have water, you have maybe rent, all these things. Rapport, yes, comes first, but also to understand what are you willing to actually work on and what do you know can work for you. Like for us, we knew that, of course, you pay water whether you're using or not. And the thing is because you cannot leave this whole place without cleaning. So that one you see how to go about it. If it is electricity, you have to pay either way. You can't stay without. You can't stay without gas. So those are things you start.
Know the skeleton, know the things that are very important for your business.
And get to know how much you can be able to, on a minimum basis, what are you not able to not have. So that one always helps you to know if my target is maybe I'm supposed to sell 10,000. So you target the 10,000 because you know you're going to be afloat. Yes.
All right. So I'd love to see the whole hotel and also our viewers. I know that's what you want us to see and see the different places. But also there is this thing in nimesikia sana na watu. As we see the different places, I'd also want you to tell me what was sana that the hotel industry is totally dependent on the tourism industry because the people who tour around ndo watakuja kulala kwa hoteli kukula. Is that true, really?
Not true. It's not true. Like today, you're my tourists. So, what I can say, tourists, when you go back to COVID time, it is our own Kenyans who are going to hotels, and there are people who are still afloat. So it's more or less like now here in Kericho, we don't have a lot of tourist attractions. It's only the factory, and factory is a 2-hour maybe look. So if I take you there for 2 hours, probability of you ever coming back again is when you get children and you want to show them what you saw.
To bring them back again.
Not really. Right now things have changed. We have things like conferencing. We have NGOs. We have so many companies. We've also been able to partner with so many other, just normal institutions like sometimes you can find schools coming here to bring their prefects. Sometimes the banks, they are telling you, okay, give us a good rate. We can maybe come and maybe do tea and snacks as we're having a meeting. So those kind of things. And, you know, like I said, business is conceptualizing and also looking at how you can be able to agree with people. So when you talk to them, and that is where now I would insist on marketing. And strategic marketing. Don't market everywhere, thinking, like us, we are a Christian-based company. If I market in MBCI, I know I have many clients. If I market in another television, which maybe is not so Christian, then they will start asking me, Sunshine and you people, we hear, you know, you ask for marriage certificate. Why are you telling us to come there? So you see, so those kind of things. So you just target the right place, and those are going to be your tourists.
All right. Thank you so much. Also, by the way, you've mentioned something that is very important to our viewers, that you should scale up and also see the different. I'll rephrase it. The different ways that you can bring in money as a hotel. This place, by the way, guys, you're going to see it. Ikompaka na gym. Hey, I'm just about to change and going there. Kuna so many things. So just know what you can do to bring it, to bring in like a little more coins and more money. That's very important. Tutakuwa tukitoka sasa kwenda kuangalia the places na tunaelekea the festive season. It's just about Christmas. What are you planning for us?
For us, Christmas, we basically focus on family. So we always will have offers on accommodation. We have kids items. You find, okay, we have a permanent trampoline, you know, swings and all that. So even on Sundays, you find so many people want to come bring their children here. So even in Christmas, we are going to do the same way we do it, but bigger and better. Bigger and better. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for having us. And your office is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's walk in to the hotel.
All right.
Okay.